Welcome to our April 29th, 2014 meeting of JACO. We have a number of us here today in person. A number of us are Skyping. The first order of business is the minutes from our public session for our meeting of March 18th, 2014. Are there any comments or questions about the minutes, Commissioners? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes from March 18th?
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is agreed to. I am now going to turn to our Executive Director, who is going to give us an update on first our end-of-year financial report.
I'm going to go out of order, Chair. I'm going to start with the update on the FDS filings. Our FDS unit is working hard. They're preparing for the May 15th deadline for the financial disclosure forms.
LT, I can't hear you.
Okay, Judge Roth, I'm going to repeat what I said. Our FDS unit is preparing for the May 15th deadline for the financial disclosure forms. Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Can you guys maybe move that? Okay. Deb. No, I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to continue, and I'll try to keep my voice as loud as possible. I'm also pleased to announce on our training initiative, we have completed, and it's now available, our online orientation ethics training for new FDS filers. They're required to take that within 90 days of becoming an FDS filer. And if I could just take 30 seconds, I'd like to now demonstrate the new online training. So as you can see, this is an interactive training, and it allows the user to click on different boxes. There are pop-up screens. It's engaging. It really promotes the user's participation. So I want to thank the training unit for putting this training together. It's available, as I said earlier, on the statewide learning management system, and that's available now.
Any questions or comments? Thank you.
Those are just obviously just a few of the screens, just to give you a sample.
Yeah, that was just a preview. I'm now going to turn it over to our Director of Administration, Janine Clementi, to give us the end-of-the-year financial report.
Yes, for the end of the fiscal year 13-14, we spent 95% of our cash plan. That was a total of $4.281 million. Approximately $3 million was spent on personal services, and $1.25 million was spent on NPS for the whole year. So we pretty much spent most of our money for the year.
Any questions for Janine?
Thank you, Janine.
Thank you. Are you going to give us an update?
Yes, let me give a quick update on the regulations. On the gift regulations, they've been published. Sorry, I did that. Okay. They've been published, and they are subject to a public comment period. We anticipate that we'll be taking up the gift regs at our May meeting. With respect,
I can't hear you.
Judge Roth, we'll be taking up the gift regs at our May meeting. They're currently undergoing a public comment period. With respect to our PSA regs, they are going to be published in the state register next week. We anticipate addressing those regulations at our June meeting. And lastly, on the source of funding regulations, the The public comment period has expired. We received no new comments, and those regs will become final before the next deadline for source of funding reporting.
Questions or comments on either of the updates that our executive director gave us on the pending regulations? Okay, thank you. Unless there's any new or other business, I will entertain a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to Executive Law, Section 9419B.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is granted, and we will enter into executive session. Okay, we're back in public session during our executive session.
That was not set up yet. We have a moment so that we're allowed to have the record that we're entitled to under the public officer's law.
We're back in public session now. We considered and made determinations,
Public officer's law at this time.
and we're not subject to the public officer's law, but we'll give you the benefit of letting your court reporter set up.
Thank you.
It's being recorded.
And we appreciate you putting on the record that you don't think you're subject to the public officer's law. We're ready. Go ahead.
We're back in the public session. During our executive session, we considered a number of investigative matters and authorized the commencement of an SBI. We approved the settlement agreement. We considered and authorized exemptions pursuant to Public Officers Law 73-8-B, and we considered and approved an advisory opinion which will be made public. That, unless there's any other business, that concludes our meeting for today, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No. That concludes the meeting. Thank you very much.
Enjoy it.